Susan Aikens, and I live at Kavik River Camp, located 197 miles north of the Arctic Circle in Alaska. Kavik is one of the most remote outposts on Alaska's north slope. Why in the world does somebody my age group, late stage grandma, why am I at the top of the planet, maintaining a camp, living alone, in sometimes brutal conditions? It's snowy and icy more often than sunny and warm. When it's sunny and warm, you've got an army of mosquitoes ready to carry you off.
There's Jeff.
There he is. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Sue. Good to talk to you again. Jeff in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you're looking dapper. I love the shirt.
Oh, thank you very much. Are you keeping warm?
Yeah. I am. I'm in my t-shirt here, and I didn't realize when I dressed this morning, like gray hair, pale skin, gray shirt. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have thrown color in. But yeah, it's like 42, something like that outside, and a storm going on, but it's warm to me.
Well, it's 110 here in Las Vegas, so we'll send some warmth your way.
And yeah, and I think you guys have been having a lot of smoke from the fires, haven't you?
Oh, the whole country has. Yeah, it's been awful. I remember going out last week, and I live at the top of the mountain in the valley here, and I looked over, you couldn't see the strip, you couldn't see anything. It was that bad. It was really bad.
Wow. Yeah, I've got a friend, and she lives, I want to say out towards Henderson, and she was showing, photos on her social media, and I was like, wow, that's just a lot of smoke.
Yeah, it's out of control. But well, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about Life Below Zero. What, season 17? I mean, wow, has it been that long?
Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It has. It has. It doesn't feel like, I've been asking, whoa, 10 years. Oh my gosh. And did you ever think it would go on that long? And I'm like, well, it's for me, it's my life. So I'm hoping it goes on another 20. I'm only kicking 60 in the head. Let's not stop it now. But the cohesiveness of when we first started meeting these people, it was all new, raw, extremely unique conditions. But you meet, you get to know people, and those people have had kids. Those kids are now going to school or being homeschooled as COVID allows. And it's such a journey. It's been pretty amazing. And now seeing next gen, and where in the beginning, being an observer, where the OG look and go, are these people going to get it? And now this season coming up, you go, aha, now it's engaging. And there's some really interesting twists that happen and some new blood. And it's really interesting this year.
I don't want to scare him. A nice, healthy wolf. It's a solitary wolf. See where he's headed.
And you have some new apex predators you have to deal with this season around Camp Kavik?
Yes. There is a very interesting new, I don't know if I want to call it a threat. I suppose it is. Apex predator. For most people, they would be, holy cow. But this is going to be, it becomes a thread throughout the entire season, and I can't expound on why. But it's really unexpected. There's a couple of things that come up this season that are really unexpected. And I've been doing this a long time. Like I say, I'm kicking 60 in the head. And you think, oh yeah, you've probably seen it all. Nope. And so it's really, I'm going to be so interested to see what people think. And I know within a few of most of the other cast members, there's a couple of really interesting things. And there's one big thing that is going to surprise most people.
Might run into predators, might fall through a river, and the goal is to pick up garbage that somebody left 50 years ago. The goal is kind of like a scavenger hunt. What I like to do, I go up and down the river and I pick up the trash that gets unearthed as the river keeps changing course. Back in the day, people really didn't know much about how to treat the tundra. They were not conscientious about what to do with their trash, and a lot of people just dropped it or buried it. Well, now it's coming to the surface.
Well, what surprised me is you live less than 200 miles from the Arctic Circle, one of the most, remote places on Earth, and you still have to deal with people leaving their trash behind. Sometimes it's decades old, and you act like it's a scavenger hunt, don't you?
Yes, it's you can be a hoarder. I'm like ice hoarders, maybe that's a new twist. But when back in the early days of exploration, people really didn't think too much about the ecosystems. It was only in the 70s in the lower world where you had the commercial where there's a tear rolling down, keep America beautiful. So things got left behind. And for me, when this stuff, nothing can sink, it all bubbles back up to the surface. So I'm driving around and things bubble up and I look for them. I clean them. I'm a big proponent of keep America beautiful, keep this pristine ecosystem pristine. But I also look at it and I scavenge and I'm like, how can I use this? I need to build this. Where's it at? I remember seeing something over here. So yeah, I don't have a store. The closest store is 500 miles away and 2 airplane rides. So if I can find it and utilize it that somebody left even 70 years ago, I'm going to do it.
And how's your camera crew holding up this season?
The camera crew revolves and changes a little bit. It's not always the same people, but they're doing amazingly well. And, people, it's the nature of everything. Some people are going to grow, move on, do different things, have more family members. So there's sometimes new people. And it is interesting when you get somebody new and they're like, whoa, this is the moon, man.
Absolutely.
But they're such talented. They're so talented.
Because what's happening to you is happening to them. I mean, people have to remember that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And their fingers have to be out. And so there's always a big talk about safety, safety, safety. You've got your digits out. It's 50 below. The wind is going, and I liken it to, I tell people, what are these? And they're like, what, your hands? And I said, no, these. And they're like, your fingers. And I said, no, they're spare parts. If you don't take care of them, how many are you willing to live the rest of your life with? I am willing to take on maybe 4. How many are you willing to lose? And they're like, none. Then you better take care of them.
Well, you take care of us with giving us incredible adventures. And thank you so much for talking to me again, Sue. And when you have a chance, come down to Las Vegas and visit us. We come get warm. We'd love to have you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get this whole germ thing out of the way. And yeah, I'd love to come down there. Thank you for inviting me. And I can't wait to see what people think. September 6th and 7th, we're going to hit you with the season opener and the second one right after the other.
Well, that's a good omen. My birthday's on the 6th, so I'm my good present.
Oh, happy birthday prematurely, but happy birthday.
Thank you, Sue. Take care and be safe.
You too. Bye-bye.